Sorry, I was just embracing the inner Bungie, because whoever decided to make the decisions this entire week, apparently, we got so much going on. Apparently, the decisions just keep going on that are just fucking ass. Real evil is leaking from Bungie. It is crazy. When you thought that shit could not get worse for Destiny, hold on to your nutsack and your vaginas, kids, because Bungie is going to bend us all over. Oh my God. There needs to be a case study on Bungie. To watch a company speed run kill its already dying population. And when I say dying, I mean, we have officially, this is a brand new expansion. Not even like maybe we're getting close to a month. This is probably the fastest, probably since Destiny 1 or Destiny 2 launch, that we have seen a population fucking die. We're watching a live murder. That's right. We are watching Destiny just straight up get murdered live. It is insane. The player count is literally now at the point that we have gotten in the past with episodes. Shit is going downhill. And that's not even the thing that's like it is worth mentioning. And consoles are about the same. Don't let anyone think that consoles are more. There have been multiple times that we've also reviewed data from consoles where it follows the same trend line. It might have a couple thousand more, maybe 10K more. Nothing over the top, but generally we just see this trend of it just going down the fucking tank. But you know what's really gonna kill this game? Making sure that you guys get a proper delivery, which you're fucking not gonna get anymore because Bungie CEO, here's the thing. This alone sounds fucking immaculate. Hitler is dead. Yes. Pete Parsons is fucking gone. I literally made a character, Pete Grossman, based on Pete Parsons and technically Truman, because Truman's bald, combined with Les Grossman from Tropic Thunder. You got an asshole like movie producer with an asshole video game CEO. And it was supposed to combine them together. Well, now I'm still gonna continue on the shtick about the cars, but now I've got to reinvent and really like go home with the Truman, because this fucker is stepping up. That's right, Justin. We traded. It is funny. You know what? I'm gonna pause it. I'm gonna pause the video right here, and instead of just explaining to you. All right, here we go. This is what just happened this week. By the way, this is a live reaction at the Bungie headquarters. Are you ready? Here it is. We got the footage. Here is when Truman took over. This is what it looks like. There's Bungie employees. They're currently trying to escape right now. This is Bungie headquarters right now. We're seeing it live. Bungie is trying to escape. That's right. Oh shit, they hit the pan.
Headstones pushed aside. Corpses shift and offer room. A fate you must abide. We trade one villain for another.
That is just exactly what happened with Bungie. That I cannot believe that was made by Bungie, and it perfectly encapsulates what just fucking happened and what like signifying that this is not good. You traded one guy that's a villain asshole for another villain asshole who definitely doesn't want you to over deliver. We are just so fucking screwed. We are so proud to announce. Read the article before commenting. It makes you look like a fool. Read the article before commenting. It makes you look like a fool. Does it really? It makes a point that he hopes to over deliver, but that could be just PR course correcting for us knowing about this. Yeah, listen. I'm not going to read this bullshit that he spews out because it's just corporate bullshit. There's a difference putting out this so that fans and everyone else can read this versus him delivering and at the GCX or whatever the hell it's called, GDC in front of other like investors and other people and other like there's a night and day difference. One's based on like, hey, company to company, this is we're talking to you versus, hey, we're talking to the consumer. I don't give a shit about this. No one is going to be fucking proud about it. Don't worry. We'll do a separate video dissecting it. But I'm just telling you right now, nothing is, yeah. We can all be happy that Pete is gone, but we literally traded one villain for another. Now, we're gonna go into probably the worst twid that we have ever fucking seen. By the way, we're gonna crunch it because I've already read it. And we're just going to dissect it. Like, I'm not going to reread every last damn thing. We're just going to succinctly tell you what I think, right? Reactions. Desert Perpetual expands soon. The epic raid sounds like we're going back to Destiny 1 with prestige raids. That's what it sounds like. It sounds like, I don't know why we didn't just call it prestige raids. It was prestigious, but I guess we have to make it sound epic, so we're calling it epic. And it sounds like it's the better, like just like Prestige, it has the better rewards, the better loot. Imagine that. Again, the same thing was in Destiny 1. If you did the Prestige raid, you got better loot. That's all this looks like. Now, there's a joke I want to make. Like, guys, if you want to see how to effectively use Lawrence Driver, watch me live stream it. And then there was another joke with all the people saying that, you know, I cheated, which by the way, I didn't. And we're going to do an entire video. People want an update. I've finally got my AdSense to come in, got the paycheck. So now I'm working on another script now that I've kind of caught up. We're going to do a whole video on that. An entire podcast dedicated to a certain topic. So we'll cover that. But I did want to make the joke that, people thought, by the way, that's kind of funny. The skull and everything is all epic. Based on people spamming saying that I cheated, I was almost tempted to actually just say, yeah, guys, watch me make a fresh account and just use Lawrence Driver and the epic raid live so we could just see it together and see what all the changes are. That's also reference to the leaks that were happening the day of the contest mode where a dude actually did that. By the way, I'm not serious, though it is kind of funny. So, contest mode, again, they're doing another contest mode, which, I don't know, like, I don't know how I feel about that, in general. Am I going to participate this? Fuck no. Here's the thing, I'm going to make a guess, and we'll come back to this. My guess is that this is going to be what was now the hardest. This is going to be the easiest contest mode we've had yet, outside of, like, Nezarec. I think they're gonna swing the pendulum too far one way. I think Bungie is incompetent. I think they're gonna swing the other way. So we're gonna see. This might be actually very easy to do. Who knows? Pop off. What I plan on doing for the race is I'm gonna be live streaming the whole fucking thing, but I'm gonna sit back and live stream and react to it the entire time and have a good fucking time if shit hits the pan. Like, that's gonna be fucking fun for me. Is just reacting to it, because I did watch the first day at the end. Watch people go around and do it. So there's that. We will live stream the whole thing because I think if it's on Saturday, I could just live stream the entire damn thing and I'll just do live VODs for y'all. This right here is pissing the fuck out of everyone though. Not swap. It is funny that everyone talked about how not swap was stupid and didn't work, and so Bungie's like, bet, we've got you, hold our beer. This is what people hate the most, and I don't even think this is the worst fucking thing that they did. With the release of the Epic Raid, essentially, they're going to change it to where now the modifier itself will reset your super ability energy, special ammo, heavy ammo, and remove all ammo and orbs on the ground when you change an exotic or legendary armor or weapon ammo type. And it will automatically be turned on if you're doing a feat of tier 3 or more. Listen. Why? If you're doing a basic fucking raid with tier 3, like feats, like not tier 3, but 3 feats activated, right? Okay. 3 feats. And I want to, if I have no fucking ammo on one gun and I need a swap, I'm going to be immediately penalized. If you did not think you needed to have max weapons for this, now you're fucking due. Because you're going to want to get as much fucking ammo as possible, because if you swap your shit around, get fucked, kid. So, I mean, I don't see this as necessarily a problem because of the Epic Raid, or just the fact that if you want to actually try to do the fucking raid and get decent loot, you're immediately being penalized. It's like, why? To even get tier, like, shit, it's shit. Also, they have fully embraced the featured seasonal shit. Guys, we're making it optional. It's no big deal, but for contest mode, it is a fucking deal, because you're going to get the damage resistance, so 15% increase damage, and then the increased damage from weapons. So using like Outbreak the entire damn time is going to net you that 10% and the 15% resistance with a new armor. God, fuck, dude. How fucking stupid. The integrity of the challenge. This is funny. Guys, we're not going to have the same shit happen again. Promise you. Promise you. We are actually going to watch it, and we're going to ban people. By the way, I would not take this as a challenge. I actually do think they mean this time, because it made them look like a jackass when 70% of people had a cheater on their team. And there's the whole thing with the world's first raid team had apparently a cheater. Whether that's true or not, we'll see. It looks like, since Bungie's not coming out and saying anything, and there might be some truth to that. But overall, I would take this seriously. As someone who did Trials of Osiris and did LFG and had a actual cheater, and it was completely unknown, Bungie don't give a shit. They're going to treat it the same way, where even if you didn't do shit and didn't know, even if it's LFG, you're fucking gone. Like they're going to treat this like back when Trials of Osiris first came out. Obviously, they don't give a shit now, because there's fucking people floating around the map, infinite ammo and whatever bullshit. Like, but back when Trials first showed up, they actually cared. And it didn't matter if you were innocent or not. Bam, you got fucked. So, that being said, if you're a cheater, go ahead and do it. Go on. That's going to be less of you running around terrorizing. Go ahead, do it. Oh, I guarantee we're going to still see people cheating, by the way. I'm sure someone's going to do what I said, running around on an alt account, like a fake dummy account, and just fly around the map and kill everything. Like, I guarantee we'll see it. It'll happen. Now that people have seen, like, if that's how people are getting now snapshots of encounters, I'm sure someone's going to do that. Upcoming raid rewards. So they're essentially changing to try to make raids. So one of the big things that are good, that I do think is good, is that contest mode, you actually get tier 5 loot for doing contest mode. Ooh, it just took them, failing for people to actually realize, oh shit, yeah, we should probably do that. You also get extra rewards for clearing all encounters, defeating 3 bosses before beating Kegoros. You get an extra piece of gear. Cool. First challenge gives an extra piece. So there's challenges that will give you pinnacle, which I think all of it should be fucking pinnacle. It's a fucking pinnacle activity. You actually have to invest fucking time into it. Why not? Why can a full raid just always give you pinnacle? If you start from beginning to the end, at the end, the chest should just be all pinnacle gear. Like, or I don't understand why they're being so fucking stingy with loot, which is going to go into what we're going to go into. So all this is fine. I still think no one's going to farm the raid. Maybe they'll get their new weapons and get at least tier 3 and call it a fucking day. Like, that's all I could see. They're also going to have a new quest, a new catalyst for the exotic weapon, yada, yada. I don't see people spending a lot of time in the raid. This is not going to move the needle. I don't think so. Also, you know, Bungie's desperate when they continue to extend Bungie rewards because they're desperate for you to buy their shit. All right, here's where Hitler dies or lives, whichever you prefer. But here we are. We are at the portal updates. Essentially, just to encompass this, Bungie is nerfing solo ops. Essentially, what they're doing, they're also introducing new modifiers. They're changing modifiers. So essentially, how it is, people are taking the most beneficial modifiers and the least most restrictive to speed run activities. Bungie is trying to stop that. One of the ways they're stopping that is by nerfing different modifiers while also introducing other modifiers. Whether that's a good swap, I don't know. Like, for example, they're combining lock loadouts, which they said one of the reasons they're trying to combat lock loadouts is the reason they did that is to stop weapon swapping. But they figured, oh, well, this shit is too easy. So now we got to make it harder, which I think if you want to farm stuff, it should be based on the difficulty of it. Like ultimate mode should actually just automatically be somewhat challenging, and you can make it even harder with modifiers, and then you can make it easier. You just have to, your score is going to be balanced accordingly. Play how the fuck you want to play. That's how I think. I think you should get pinnacles regardless if it's easy or fucking hard. That's how I feel. It's just I think the power itself should not matter. You should immediately just always get pinnacles. I think the armor sets, the tiers, like if you want tier 5, you have to make it, you're doing ultimate mode. You have to add some modifiers. You have to get like the A rank, the platinum rank, whatever. I think that matters. But no, I think the attachment to power progression, that's a fucking number that's going to not matter in like a couple months, is tied to your loot. I think that's fucking bullshit. It shouldn't matter. If I do the easiest ultimate mode, I should still get fucking pinnacle regardless. But if I want the best like tier 5 loot, I've got to put effort into getting a grade A. As long as I get grade A, I'm at 500, whatever, I always get tier 5s. That makes sense. But if I want pinnacle, it shouldn't fucking matter. That's the bottom dollar. This whole thing is just them spewing absolute bullshit. They've addressed the situation that, yes, scoring sucks dick when you're playing with matchmaking. In fact, time would fuck you over. If you went slow, you essentially just had to just leave because you're not getting anything out of it. Not only, it was just very restrictive. It was very unfun. It was not rewarding. And if you think that Bungie is making it more rewarding, you are fucking wrong. That's right. They're introducing ultimate mode. It doesn't matter. Like, they're adding 3 new modifiers. None of this fucking matters because what really matters is the data, apparently. I love, Bungie, when they give you a bunch of data, when they're about to give you with the dumbest fucking decision, you can almost tell the pattern from Bungie that you're about to get served some hot dog shit when Bungie pulls out the data. Guys, we see how solo ops is too fucking good. You see how everyone's doing solo ops and like Crucible. You see that, guys? So what we're gonna do is we're nerfing the best in slot. Encore, you get 3. No, you got to get 2. Star-Crossed, we're reducing it by fucking 1. Whisper, mid activity, we're just removing that chest. You're not getting shit. God, but don't worry. We're fire team ops. We're increasing it to 2. That's right. Instead of getting 1 for doing a strike, you now get 2. You get 2, guys. 2. Isn't that rewarding? You get 2, guys. We nerfed the other options, and then we made the other ones the same as the nerfed ones. 2, and then onslaught is 4. My brother in Christ, onslaught should be the amount of time that you spend in Onslaught, like I think you can go like an hour or 30, 40 minutes. It should be fucking like giving you 6 fucking drops or something. Like the time you put in Onslaught should be fucking rewarding. And not lastly, but if you were smart, like I'm 417 on one of my characters. The other characters are like 400 and something. I haven't gone through and leveled them up, but the highest I have is 417. And that was just because I was farming Solstice gear, right? If you were like me and you don't give a shit about farming to 450 because it's fucking pointless, now it's even more fucking pointless. And anyone that spent all their time wasting farming to 450 are essentially retards, because you're going to be farming for 400 to 450 like normally, or sorry, up to 500 like normal. It's going to be easy, it just drops. It's from 500 to 50, these pinnacle drops now. And that's when it fucking matters. So sure, people at 450 can immediately jump in and have access to ultimate mode. I'm okay, Chief. I would rather not waste my time grinding now and play other games and enjoy myself. Prime engrams have 2 real functions now. They're random and a chance to get a tier boost over what you normally would get. Here's the thing. They're making it, they're so fucking excited about this. This is one of the stupidest fucking decisions I have ever seen. This whole package of prime engrams and the choices to nerf activities is probably the 3rd worst. No, I take that back. It's among top 10 worst decisions Bungie has ever made with Destiny. Among the top is obviously the sunsetting, the vaulting of content, double primaries, and what else? Double primaries. Oh, and removing random drop perks, like just preset roles. That was probably the top. And now you have this. People complaining, hey, we're tired of doing solo ops. Bet, we got you. We're just going to nerf them so you feel enticed to play everything else. We're going to make it worse. The grind is now worse. We're making your playing experience worse. It's not going to be enjoyable. We're not really flexing out the options across the board and buffing the drop rates across the board. We're just going to make it to where it fucking is worse. I think someone like, I don't know how many drugs you have to take to be on par to be the worst developer you've ever seen. Like, I don't think there's even EA and maybe Activision are as fucking stupid as Bungie. Like, there are some mentally, terminally challenged people who are making these decisions. And I don't even think it's leaders. I do not believe it is Pete Parsons or even Justin Truman making, these are real developers making these decisions. And it's fucking stupid. But what's worse is that now they're making you go to Master Raoul and they're using the fucking excuse of why you need to go to Master Raoul is to turn in your prime engram to convert it. And because, oh, because you get, your loot can get lost and it's really bad, even though how it works now is even if it's in your postmaster, it still accounts for your power scaling. Like if you do like check where you're at, it still accounts. It counts for your account. So you still get the benefit. And if you're actually like going through and keeping tabs on your stuff, you're not really going to lose it. Like that's such a niche situation of accidentally getting your loot just like obliterated. Plus, it's pretty fucking obvious when you get a tier 5 loot on your screen. I don't know anyone who doesn't see tier 5 right now and doesn't like jizz their pants or like, oh shit, I've got to see that, especially if it's a weapon, because it's very noticeable. But if you see, you pick up a chest, boom, tier 5. Oh, I'm going to go get that. Like, so this is just a shit excuse. And I love that they're like, instead, you'll need to take the Master Reel and find out what you got, just like Destiny 1. Yeah, guys. Oh my God, guys. It's Destiny. You're Destiny. They said the thing. Destiny 1. Guys, you love Destiny 1, don't you guys? Holy shit. Holy shit. Oh my God. Destiny 1 mentioned. Fuck. We've never been back, boys. Even though we've had primes for years in Destiny 2, and that we've had to go to Master Royals to decrypt them. What are you talking about? What drugs? Who's on hardcore? Who's writing these twabs? Who's on, like... It is funny because it almost sounds like whoever wrote this doesn't actually play their fucking game. This is probably some random Bungie employee. They're like, damn, we need you to write this up for us. And they don't actually play the game, which continues to lead that Bungie doesn't play their own fucking game. That's what this reads. We don't, either they're trying to gaslight you into thinking like, there's no way they're that fucking stupid and forget that we literally just had prime engrams, not too long ago that you had to decrypt from Raul. But now, oh no, they really don't know that either they don't know their game or they're that fucking stupid. This is so, it's bad. It's fucking bad, guys. It's fucking bad. And why is this bad? Okay, so imagine you load up an LFG, you match a couple of people, you got a console player. You're doing a fire team ops or, whatever activity. Or let's say you're doing onslaught. In the middle of your onslaught, someone gets a pinnacle drop. Oh shit. Guys, I gotta leave. I've gotta go. Why? We're halfway through the onslaught. Why are you leaving? I've gotta go. I just got a pinnacle. Okay, they leave. Well, now you're fucked. You just lost a guy. Or better yet, you're doing like kills fall. You could do one run, you join up, you do one run. Guys, can I go to the tower? Can we go to the tower real quick? Can we go to the tower real quick? Okay, let's go to the tower. Okay, you go to the tower, you leave, you go back in the game. You do another round. Hey, can we go to the tower again? I got a pinnacle too. Can I go? I need to go see Raul. Can we go turn that in? Fuck. Okay, back to tower. And then they like, okay, you're waiting. Okay, guys, I got what I needed. That's it for me. I'm gonna leave. What? So you waited all that fucking time to go back to the tower, and then the person finally decrypts their shit, and they got what they needed, and so they don't need to farm anymore. So you wasted all that fucking time when it could have just decrypted in the mission, and they would have just dipped anyways, but it would have been sooner. You wouldn't have to waste your time. And God forbid you have to play with console players and you're sitting there waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. Hey guys, and waiting and waiting and waiting. It is so intentional that they just want to waste your fucking time. Guys, we've got to slow them down. We can't over deliver. Remember, Truman says we can't over deliver. We got to slow them down, boys. We got to slow them the fuck down. But don't worry, guys. We've got new activities. We've got your favorite. We've got more from, we've got Behemoth and then Echo. Guys, we've got, you guys really loved episode Echoes, so we're gonna make sure we bring as much of that shit back. But fuck Heresy. Still nothing from fucking Heresy. It is insane that we've not even seen a fucking strike. We're bringing Hypernet Current, Insight Terminus, and Fallen Saber, but fuck the Sunless Cell. Fuck that shit. We're not bringing that back. Oh, and everyone's favorite, Expeditions from Nessus, Cosmodrome, and Europa. Man, if I remember correctly, Expeditions were just lost fucking sectors. Oh man, love that. That was my favorite. It was going back to lost sectors. Oh, where's Mars? You should have brought Mars. To be honest, they should have brought Mars. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but either way, I don't actually give a shit about any of the plunder activities. Oh, and Tomb of Elders, which I'm actually okay with. Tomb of Elders is fun. I like it. So, but the problem is, how rewarding is it? How rewarding is it going to be? The daily bonus focus. It is so funny. Oh, and we're dungeon layers. They are not even bringing back dungeons. You know, the shit you paid for, that 90% of the game that has just been abandoned. Don't worry, guys. We're going to take what you paid for. We're going to condense it into like 1 or 2 encounters, and we're going to call them layers. Isn't that exciting? Guys, that's exciting, right? And then we're getting Presage and Avalon, 2 new exotic missions. Holy shit, dude. Oh, no. Oh, and they're reducing the power earned for a given grade in solo ops by 1 compared to fire team ops. They are nerfing solo ops to make it so fucking unbearable. It is insane. I think I will easily grind to 500, but I don't think I actually give a final fuck at all. And I want to make it very clear, final fuck about getting to 550. And I don't think anyone who has any like respect for themselves will not give a shit or fuck about. But hey, you can farm conquests now. Guys, we're adding 4 additional Grandmaster conquests and 2 ultimate conquests. Guys, we're going to make it to where you can farm them. They're replayable. Oh, is that great? Oh my God. You will earn normal scored portal loot for additional completions. So these challenges, they're usually gear focused. They're more negatively modified. So they're harder, but you're getting normal gear. Brother and cry. Oh my God. Guys, you're going to do a really hard activity, but sorry. We can't allow you to get easy tier 5 loot. We just can't do it, man. Just can't do it. That's the whole fucking point of farming conquest. That is literally the whole fucking point. Why the fuck would I farm a harder conquest and get the same fucking shit by loading up the exotic mission itself and making it ultimate mode or grandmaster? Like, it is blind. It is my mind is, I'm done. That's where my mind is literally being, I feel like I'm losing brain cells reading this shit. If you get the same shit, then it makes more fucking sense to just run the exotic mission itself, make it as easy as possible while still getting the maximum amount of rewards, and it is going to still be a better experience than farming conquest. The whole fucking point of people wanting to farm conquest is that it's hard, but you also get good loot. But you're not getting that good loot anymore. You get it one time and then they're like, fuck it. And it's not like you couldn't just make the normal versions hard by adding your own modifiers. So you could still get the challenge. The whole point people wanted to farm them wasn't because, that we don't have access to them. It's simply because people want the loot. And they're moving stuff around and where the slots are. There's a lot of shit we missed. It's all freaking. This is probably the only good thing. And unironically, it actually will make Bungie a shit ton of money. They will make so much fucking money from this. Bungie is taking from Halo Infinite. They're now allowing you to buy older season passes. And what is good for people who have already owned these season passes, you can go back and claim them from the moments to seasons past, which is a huge W. I just want to say that right now. This is probably the only like pro gamer, which it's more like, it's not like, let's be honest here. They're not doing this for you. They're doing this for them because they couldn't just be like, hey, you can buy this shit again. If you didn't have it, you can buy it now. They're not going to do that shit. That people will be pissed off. So they got to make it to where you can have access to your old shit as well. So, and so you're going to be able to access all this shit and pretty much you buy it and you get access to it all. Along with the archive passes, these will introduce chronologs, a currency that can presently be spent to acquire the archive items, starting with Ash and Iron. Yes. Chronologs are earned from the active rewards pass and are distributed across both the free and paid tracks. Additionally, any new purchased archive pass will also include 500 chronologs, enough to claim a handful of items from your pass. So you're not even So if you buy the pass, like the archive pass, you don't actually get access to the entire pass. You have to, so you're paying for the pass again, but you're also having to pay for the chronologs to get access. I'm telling you, Bungie knows how to get you to fucking spend that money. Holy shit. Holy shit. Oh, you can also use chronologs to then also buy, you know, currency you don't have access to. So if you're a new casual player and you're still trying to get red borders, or if you missed past seasons and activities, you want to be able to get caught up with everyone else who's already got everything unlocked, you can buy these deep sight harmonizers to, you know, get red borders, because getting red borders on anything from Xur is a fucking nightmare because there's like 3 million guns in his fucking inventory. So good luck farming that shit. But hey, you can spend shit out money so Bungie can just give you this. Isn't that great? Ha ha hee ha. Holy shit, man. Holy shit. It's so fucking bad. Let's go see what people are saying. I got a couple of these. Did someone sneak Galaxy Gas into the Bungie HQ? I have never seen a company so out of touch with what the community wants. What a shame. Need an IQ test for game devs now, I swear. We're listening, by the way. Seriously, if we are giving out prizes now for raid races we ran last month, and they went back and gave belts to all prior raid race winners from D1 and D2 before belts existed, then where's my prestige levy prize? Not to mention it was the best hard mode raid ever. Create a level playing field for players. Yeah, that was the reason they introduced Not Swap, is to create a level playing field. Yeah, enabling feature gear set bonuses, which will be greatly advantageous for those who spent 300 hours running 2 missions to gather a full set of tier 5 gear. Okay, man, sure. This whole raid race is such a meme. Dude, I used to love following you before you stopped playing Deuce so far back. Now all you do is cry about the game, mostly because they don't do what you want them to do. Seems like all you do is whine, stop it, grow up, finally, bye. Glut, 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 glut. That is called a Bungie dick sucker. It's the most counterintuitive change ever. Like we gave all unanimous praise for not enabling it for normal mode. Why change it now? What logical sense does it make? Man, I can't comprehend. Because they want more people to feel like they can compete. That's why. They want to make it feel like other people compete, because no one gives a shit about this game. I'm going to be very interested to see the player numbers for this epic raid, to see if we get even up back near 100. Like, can the raid do that? Can it do it? We're going to find out. And if it does, then maybe that was the ploy all along. Salto Grappo. Let's see what he read here. The way this reads, we are still living in our inventory since we can mod swap for searches like always. We are still swapping weapons 3 times faster and damage phase by keeping the same element type. New gear bonus is also a terrible system, and I hate seeing it active. Worst timeline. Cannot stress enough how Contest Desert Perpetual did in no way need any loadout swaps mid damage. People were just unfamiliar with the meta, and swap, of course, always helps. That said, if they want to try this, just lock loadouts on encounter start. Those hybrids make no sense. I feel like changes like this are very counterproductive. Generally, people want things to be more rewarding, not less. I do not understand why this is the approach that is being taken. Never agreed with raid races for reprise raids already. Had races in D1. Definitely don't agree with a raid race being held for an epic version of a raid we literally just fucking raid raced it for. If this is the case, where's my fucking prestige? Again, I think it's a good point. They're doing this because it's the only way to get people interested in this dying game. I mean, look at the player count. We're back to seasonal content. It is fucking, the game is already dipping out. Player base is already dying off. People aren't buying Bungie shit anymore. They need people to come back. That's what they're doing. They're trying to get people to come back. Might be the most retarded thing I've ever seen from Bungie. What a god-awful company. Let's see, do I think I have a Bungie, we hear you. The leveling system in Edge of 8 isn't where we want it. Players, thank God they're going to change it. We're nerfing the best way to level. I've said it many times. Be careful what you wish for in D2. Okay, I didn't fully read the twid because none of the words in there make sense to me. People are playing solo ops instead of fireteam because solo ops gives more rewards. So they decrease solo ops rewards instead of boosting fireteam ops. Is this another Bungie moment? This TWAB was generally horseshit, bruh. Just read through it and they got everything wrong. Reducing rewards from solo pinnacle ops and increasing them from fire team ops is not what we asked for. We asked for a more fair system as opposed to less loot. A very disappointing read. Why do we know we have to go to going to the tower? It's going to be hilariously awful to try for the Bushido armor or what entire set of weapons now. This reward balance part is insane. Nerf all solo ops and pinnacle ops for a couple fire team op upgrades and less shit timers. What is going on? Okay. Yeah, I mean, let's just be honest. This has got, I cannot keep quiet. You guys are so out of touch. This is literally at the most fucking boring raid of all time, holding mouse with Thunderlord again. Yep. Here comes the Thunderlord meta. Or that, or all right, so let's keep going. So let me get this straight. They nuked pinnacle ops. They nuked solo ops. They didn't make fire team ops more enticing. They made raid experience and loot worse. They made contests worse. They're adding straight mid to the portal, and they made power more useless. Yes. To replace Pete Parsons, Bungie has spawned mythical creature Cthulhu to take his place. When asked for comment, Cthulhu said non-stop is actually a really good idea. So it seems the future is bright for Destiny. Why are we nerfing solo ops? This is flat out terrible change. Destiny 2 players remember 22 days to Borderlands 4. Bungie is speed running, killing their game and encouraging people to play other fucking games. Twid was disappointing. There's so many games and updates coming out over the next 2 months for Destiny to compete. So they really need to relook at things and hit it out of the park with keep playing. Yeah, they I think not hot swap loadouts in Destiny is dumb and breaks the flow of encounters. So I'm not swapping a thing. I'm generally amazed at how bad Bungie continues to fumble Destiny. You know, the power grind Destiny has been bad when even the twid mentions the mines. Yeah, it's funny when they try to make jokes because they think they're being humorous. Like, oh guys, look, we're cool. We're totally in it, guys. And people are making these jokes because it's the only thing that makes us feel like any kind of like, haha, like it's a feels bad, but you're trying to make the best of a shit situation. And then having someone else make a joke that's the cause of that situation, you're like, go fuck yourself. Not that this guy was terrible at his job, but if you think Destiny is going down the shitter and magically now that the big bad boogeyman is gone, the franchise will make a miraculous return for him, then I have a bridge to sell you, especially since fucking Truman. Oh, God. They are doing what? Breaking Lex Luthor to see Tyson Green as Destiny 2 director. Oh shit. Oh, I've got that's my thumbnail. Oh, that's gonna be my thumbnail. All right. You all get the gist of it. This is probably the worst decision that they have ever made. It is crazy how even what you would think is a good thing is actually mired to be so beneficial for Bungie. It is the most sneakiest motherfucking MTX you've ever fucking seen. It is like, guys, we're going to make the game worse and we're going to try to milk the fuck out of you as much as possible. And guess what? people are going to buy it. And listen, I'm not going to shit on people for buying this because the battle pass or these passes generally do have some of the nicest shaders, some of the nicest sets, depending on what you're getting. And you also get access to like exotics and ornaments that you can't get anywhere else. So as much as I want to shit on people, this is probably one of the few times like I get it. I understand. But I'm still going to call fucking Bungie out for this shit because they know like the value of some of this content for people is fucking high, especially people who like really want, like when a lot of the shit in the game looks like fucking ass and you have like some of this armor that you're like, oh man, by the way, this is not even the best hide looking armor. Like this ain't it, chief. Like it's not worth buying the whole set, in my opinion. Like you can go farm, in my opinion, Crota's End or the King's Fall, and that has some of the best hive looking armor. That and Grasp of Avarice, like that stuff. But two of those are free. One of those are not. It is funny that even at the best and the most positive change is actually mired in negativity because it's just an MTX cash grab. I'm telling you, it is almost iconic. The moment you see some form of like data, you know Bungie's about to sell you the biggest pile of shit you've ever seen. It is funny. You know what's funny? They will never show you the data about the player base, though. Isn't that kind of funny how that works? Guys, we're never going to tell you how many people are actually playing our game and how much money we're actually making. But damn, when we want you to think we're doing you a fucking favor, when we're going to do you some fucking favors, we're going to sell you some shit with a graph and make you think we're doing a solid for the Destiny community when we're actually about to gaslight you because it's actually fucking god-awful. If you are a free-to-play player, stay that way. Don't invest. Stay a free-to-play player. Trust me, you're going to have a better time. Not much of a better time because you're eating the same shit as everyone else, but you're not actively, taking it up the ass compared to anyone who actually bought anything in this game. Man, holy shit. I am dumbfounded. I did not think it could get worse. But Bungie has found a way. It's like the Jurassic Park, life will find a way. What they meant was Bungie will find a way to shit bigger bricks than a T-Rex. Let me know what you think down below. Thank God Pete Parsons is gone. Fuck you, you won't be missed. But we've got a new villain, a new challenger has approached, and it's fucking Truman. Oh shit. I'll see you guys next time.